Obviously, getting injured impacts people on an individual level, but how does injuries impact the team just as a collective?
Yeah, I think everyone just feels for their teammates, right? You don't want that for anybody. So I think on one hand, it everyone just feels awful. And then on the other hand, it also kind of brings an even more togetherness, if that makes sense. Like it just kind of rallies you in there to really stick together and play even harder for each other. So, you know, try to see the positives in it. We want everyone healthy and back and feeling good, but um, that locker room is going to continue to remain positive with one another and keep climbing and finishing out this year on a high note.
They tried to embrace the role of possibly being a spoiler.
Yep, it's all we're talking about here down the stretch, right? So, LA, you got Seattle, then you got Golden State, right? All these teams scratching and clawing for, 7 and 8 right there. So, a little short in LA, another opportunity right now. Seattle going to be looking for us, right? We got them that first game out the gate after the All-Star break. It was without Skylar, but and now they've got a new look here with Sykes too. So a couple players that we didn't see last time out. But yeah, like we just want again, it's more about us, and at the same time, it's 2-1 in this season series. So we've got an opportunity to split a series and also play spoiler. So any other motivation you can always find just to try to throw it at them and get them going. But they're fired up in there and ready to go.
Just talk about Slim and what she's brought to the team in a short time being the store.
Yeah, I think you add another dynamic defender to their already really good defense. So they've got just great length across the board, right? Lead the league in steals, up at the top in rim protection with blocking shots. So, she fits right in with their defensive schemes. And then offensively, just another ball handler, really. Like, so they've got Skylar, her, and Gabby. All three of them can initiate offense. So they've got a good ball handling and good size across the the guards. And she's just relentless downhill, right? She's somebody who can put pressure on the paint and get to the free throw line, get in the paint, and continue to spray. So they're continuing to work that out. But Slim's a fantastic player, an all-star, and so hopefully we can get the best of them tonight.
Seattle has a great post player, different post players than most of them. We're thin. Dallas is thin at that position. So, what are your thoughts on defending Magna Gore and NECA and Crazy?
Yeah, we've got a challenge ahead of us. Starts with our physicality. All we've been talking about is establishing physicality, being proactive, identifying how they're trying to attack us. Can we push catches out? We're going to rely on lots of ball pressure to be able to help to be able to deter some catches. And what makes their post game, yeah, like they can pound and play down there and face up, but they're just as good from the perimeter, right? They're extremely quick. When they're in ball screens and they're DHOing, they just they're dynamic inside and out. So they'll challenge our foot speed and stretches. It's all five, right? We've got to find our ball pressure. We got to have our nose on the ball, and then we've got to have good help, early smart help off the ball. It's going to be points in the paint are going to be huge. So number one, if we can get them out of trend, if we can take care of the ball, right? It's all about fast break points for them. So that comes in points off turnovers, right? Lead the league in steals. Their defense creates all their offense. So we've got to execute offensively and then sprint, protect the paint, because after that, it's all about points in the paint. So we've got to protect the paint, and then we can play back out to the arc.
When you look at Isaiah James this season, first round pick, what have been your assessment of her strengths and weaknesses? How do you envision her role improving or her getting more minutes in the future? How did she accomplish that feat?
Yeah, just continuing to be a student of the game. So she's a hooper and she has really good feel and really good instincts. Her growth area continues to be just learning the game and being able to identify out there and execute a little more consistently on both ends of the ball. But no doubt have loved her effort and energy down the stretch here on the defensive side. She's taken a lot of pride in competing and in improving on that side of the ball with her one-on-one defense, with her off ball, just getting to good positions on the floor and team defense. And then offensively, again, when she gets it, she can get to the rim, and it's just a matter of continuing to play within the system and find those opportunities. So with her, it's just continuing to be a student of the game, and she's gotten so much better. Like the game has slowed down for her so much. From I've been talking about it a ton, right? From the beginning of the season till now, you see it with her change of pace, right? She's slowing down. She's playing at a better speed, so she's just going to continue to get better.
I got to see Amy a little bit while she was at TCU. What do you think she can bring to the team?
Yeah, just very skilled player. You know, 3'4" tweener. Can really shoot it. So another one who can really stretch the floor for us at the post position. So you know, we'll see. Excited for Amy, just great human being as well. So she's, you know, we've had her for a day, but she's been fantastic in the locker room and good around the group.
And how do you think her skill set maybe fits with how you're already playing on your sides? Like, does that add more versatility, especially with how like her national team kind of utilized her as well?
Yeah, all sorts of success there with Nigeria. And so yeah, excited just to, you know, we'll get a couple practices too, and just, you know, you get a look at her. And she was in a training camp early this year. And so yeah, the inside out, we like it, right? We like that she can continue to space the floor, and she has all sorts of high level experience on the world stage. So you know, all those players need sometimes just the right opportunity. So you never know.
Dorothy on the Zoom.
Hi, Coach. I was just wondering, you talked about playing the role of spoiler right about now. How does that affect or change practice, the intensity, I guess, or kind of how you guys talk? How do you coach them? How does that change, kind of shifting to the role of spoiler right now? How does that change things for you?
No changes, right? Just maybe some added motivation in terms of prepping and you know, talking about the upcoming matchups. But we're remaining consistent to our process day in and day out as far as post-game learning, and then with prepping and scouting and continuing to just build and rep, whether that's, you know, full speed in practice, whether it's walkthrough, whether it's through film. So just remaining relentlessly consistent to our teaching.
I know I asked you in LA 5. I'm just need 3 keys today.
Yeah. Take care of the ball, number one. Our offense, if we can execute and get shots on goal, we'll give ourselves a chance here. So take care of the ball, and then protect the paint. I want to see us with good early help. I want the court to look shrunk, and then we can get out and guard the arc. And then I want us to dominate the boards on both sides. You know, statistically, Seattle not a good rebounding team consistently. So can we be the more physical team, one and done on the defensive end, and then get us some extra chances on the offensive end?
Coach,
Hey,